Hi, it's Miss Jen here. I'm excited that you're joining me today for some yoga. So we're gonna get started. Just have your mat out. We're gonna start in our easy pose. So that's like crisscross applesauce to kind of get ourselves a little bit grounded before we start moving our body. All right, so go ahead and join me down on your mats. We're sitting up nice and tall. We have our hands on our knees, straight tall back. I want you to imagine that you have a string at the top of your head. If you were to pull the string, it would help you sit up really nice and tall. And allow your shoulders just kind of fall a little bit away from your ears. Rock around a little bit, starting to feel yourself being supported by your mat, by the ground. And we're gonna start with a few nice deep breaths. So we're gonna breathe in through the nose, and out through the nose. Again, breathe in and out. One more time, in and out. Good job. We're gonna reach our arms up over our heads, stretching our fingers really wide, maybe wiggling them a little bit, being mindful that we draw those shoulders away from the ears. So they like to scooch up there. Let's give them some space down. And taking one hand towards the mat, we're gonna reach over to the side, getting a nice stretch on the side body, maybe looking up at the ceiling. Nice. Coming back up, arms reach up overhead, opposite arm comes down, stretching over to the opposite side. Getting a nice stretch. Both arms come up once again, bringing the palms to touch. We're gonna flip so the backs of the hands touch. Breathe in. Breathe out, let the arms come down. A few of those breaths. As we breathe in, we're scooping up the air. Hands to touch, switching so palms touch. Exhale, bring the arms down to your sides. One more time, imagine you're scooping up all of the good stuff. And then as we let it out, we're letting go, pushing away anything that we don't want to hold on to, that's not making us feel so great. So go ahead and switch the cross of your legs here. So the other leg comes in front. We're just gonna start to make some circles with our body. So moving in one direction, these can be as slow or as quick or as exaggerated with movement as feels good for you. Remember, when we're doing yoga, we don't want any pain. If anything feels uncomfortable or it's just not working for your body, you can definitely stop. Always permission to do that. Go ahead and take those circles the opposite way. We will feel stretching, but not pain, okay? Keep that in mind, that's important. One more time around. Good. Come back to center. Nice. We're gonna reach the arms out in front of us, bend the arms at the elbows. We're gonna take that right elbow into the crease of the left elbow, backs of the hands are together. Maybe you reach the palms to touch. You don't have to. We're coming into what's called eagle arms. Take a breath, reach the arms up towards the sky, and as you exhale, we're just gonna hinge forward at the hips, coming down towards our mat. Breathe in and reach the arms up, and breathe out, hinging forward, arms come down. One more time, in and up. Exhale, come forward. Go ahead and untangle the arms and shake it out from side to side. Good, we're gonna repeat that using the opposite arms twisted on top of one another. Coming to stillness here, arms reach out, bend the elbows. This time, left elbow comes into the right, hands at the backs to touch, or maybe reaching around so the palms come toward one another. Breathe in, reach your arms up. Breathe out, hinging forward. One more time, in. And out. Last one. Good. Back up, we're gonna untangle the arms and twist it out side to side. So practicing yoga is really all about our brain, our body, and our breath, the 3 B's. So we're connecting with our breathing. So you hear a lot of that cueing, breathe in, breathe out, kind of paying attention to this moment and being mindful during our time here together. Okay, so we're gonna come to what's called tabletop position. It means that we have our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips here. And we're gonna start taking what's called cat-cow. So inhale, we look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, rounding out the back, the shoulders. Inhale, lifting the gaze a little bit here, and exhale, think about a scared Halloween cat, stretching that upper back. Nice. One more time. Inhale for your cow, and exhale, tucking the chin to the chest. Good. From here, do a little bit of balance in our bird dog. So we're gonna take our right toes back. Our left arm is gonna reach forward. Okay, we can stay just like this. Or maybe you lift that back leg. And we're just lifting it about the same distance as the hip. So being mindful that we're not doing this right now. We want to keep it straight out. Good. Some options, you can bend that knee. Beautiful. Or maybe you take that front hand and reach for the foot. Can you stay there, finding a spot that's not moving to help you balance? One more breath. Exhale, gracefully reach both arm and leg out and bring them both back down. Good. Take the knees wide to the outer edges of the mat. Big toes come to touch. And we're going to sit back into what's called our child's pose. So the arms reach out in front. Maybe you bring your forehead to the mat, or maybe you stack the hands and bring the forehead onto those stacked hands. And while we're here, is take a few deep breaths. And imagine that you're breathing in and allowing all the air to go into the belly, letting the belly get full of air. And as we exhale, sending it all out. Couple nice deep breaths. Notice if there's any places in your body that are feeling tight or tense right now. Remember, stretching is good. We don't want any pain. And then slowly come back to that tabletop. So again, hands, fingers are spread wide underneath your shoulders. And we're gonna do the opposite side. That fourth B in yoga is often about balance. So not just balancing on one foot, but balancing the body by doing what we did to one side to the other side. So go ahead and lift that left leg this time. Right arm extends in front of you for your bird dog. You can stay right here for a few breaths. Or maybe bending that back lifted knee, flexing the foot, maybe reaching around the foot and the hand. Just options, you can practice. One is not better than the other, they're all just different. And some days a pose feels great for your body and some days it just doesn't. And that's okay. Go ahead and bring both hand and foot down. Good, this time we're gonna take another child's pose, but we're gonna keep the knees together and the toes together and sit back this way. Arms can reach out in front, or maybe they come around and kind of rest on your heels, allowing the elbows to kind of fall towards the mat. A few deep breaths here. Good, then slowly come back up, back through that tabletop. We're gonna take the right knee towards the chest, bring that right foot up to the top of the mat. Nice. And then from here, we can tuck those back toes, or they can stay flat, whatever feels more comfortable for your body. Bringing the hands to the knee. Nice, and then maybe lifting the hands up towards the sky. Beautiful. Couple breaths here. Maybe inviting a little bit of a back bend. And then we're gonna come up straight, deep breath in. As we exhale, we're gonna open the arms wide and twist to one side. Nice, breathe in, arms reach up. Breathe out, twist to the other side. Breathe in, come up. Go ahead and windmill those hands down. Come to a little stretch here for the hamstring and the hip flexor. So hinging forward as we breathe in and back as we breathe out. Breathe in and out. One more time on this side. Nice, back. Here we're gonna switch sides now. So that right foot's gonna come back to our tabletop. Left knee comes in towards the chest, plant that foot at the top of the mat. Good. Feet can stay flat in the back or tuck those back toes. Coming to the hands on the knee. Nice and tall. Arms lift. fingers wide. Feeling really strong and tall here. Maybe that little bit of a back bend if that feels okay for you today. Then coming up to that straight reach, inhale, exhale, opening up to the side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open. Inhale, back up. Exhale, arms come down, hands to the mat. Coming forward, and then maybe backwards, this half split here, stretching the back of the leg. Come forward, backward. Last time. Good job. Getting nice and warm here. And from here, we're going to take that back knee and lift it. So a little bit of our runner's lunge. And that front foot is going to join it. So we're coming into our plank. So pulling that belly button towards your spine, pushing the mat away with your hands, holding nice and strong. Good, and then we're gonna send those hips up towards the sky, coming into our first downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling out our feet a little bit here. Side to side. Letting the head hang. Feeling that stretch. Take a breath. Bring the gaze between the hands, and our feet are gonna come up there. So we can walk them up between the hands. We're down towards our toes here. Bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, halfway lift for that flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way up. Palms to touch. Coming towards your heart center. Meeting here in Tadasana, or mountain pose. So we're going to take a moment in our mountain pose. Spread your toes out wide. Start to feel all the corners of your feet as you're standing here. Good. Deep breath in, arms come up. We're going to take hold of the wrist, gently leaning over to one side. Nice side body stretch. Banana pose or crescent. Come back up and breathe out to the other side. Nice work. Back up. Bring the hands out to the side. Take the legs wide. We're just going to swing out from side to side. Getting some of that energy out through the body. Good work. We're going to go through a couple sun salutations here, and then some standing poses. So coming to the top of your mat, in your mountain pose, our feet are flat on the floor, we're standing nice and tall. Deep breath, arms come up overhead. As we exhale, we hinge forward towards our mat. We can bend our knees here if it feels good for you. Hands to shins, inhale for that flat back. Exhale, hands come down towards the mat. We're gonna walk our feet back into that plank we were just here. Great job. Bend the elbows, slowly lower down towards the belly. Take a breath in, gently lifting the head and neck. Exhale, lower back down. Tuck the toes behind you. Use the strength of your arms to push back up to plank, and then into downward facing dog. So here from your down dog, you can walk your dog again, or maybe you lift one leg and shake it out a little bit. You can try that with the other side. Shake it out. Then the gaze goes towards those hands. Can get the feet up there, walking, hopping, jumping them up there. Hands come to your toes, then to the shins for that halfway lift, for that flat back. Exhale, back down towards the toes. Deep breath in, arms come all the way up and back through Tadasana. Okay, we're gonna try with that one more time. Deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands come to the mat, walk those feet back. Plank pose, bending the elbows, lowering down to the belly. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Pushing through our plank pose, downward facing dog. Just here for a couple breaths. Feeling how strong you are. You're doing so awesome. Something great for your brain, for your body. Looking up at those hands, we're gonna bring the feet back up there. One last time. Inhale for that halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up overhead. Palms come together. Back to our mountain pose. So we're here in our mountain pose. We're gonna take arm to face you for a moment. You can stay however works for you, but this way you can get a different angle. We're gonna take our left foot and get it nice and rooted into our mat. That means it's not gonna move. There's a little bend in the knee. And we're gonna lift that right knee. Okay, we're trying to balance here. Maybe making some circles in the air with that lifted leg. Pointing the toe and flexing it. Rolling the ankle, just those little movements. Testing out your balance. And then we're gonna take that lifted leg and step it back. Big step back, okay? Front leg has a little bend in it. Back toes are pointed to the upper corner of your mat. Nice, in our warrior one. So arms reach up overhead. And take a little bit of breathing with this. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, reach forward over that front leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. This time as you inhale to reach up, we're gonna open the arms and pivot that back foot. So we're coming to our warrior two, kind of like we're on a surfboard, gazing over those front fingertips. Nice, little movement here. This time, breathe in, reach up and straighten that front leg. Breathe out, open the arms, bend back into that knee. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out and bend. One more time, up. Now we're gonna keep that front leg straight. Back arm's gonna come down to the back leg. And we're gonna reach back into our peaceful position here. Beautiful. Go ahead and open the arms wide. Front leg bends, front elbow also bends. That arm is gonna just kind of graze that front leg. Reach the opposite arm up and overhead. Beautiful job. One more breath here. Go ahead and windmill the arms open. Straighten the leg, hands come to the hips. And we're gonna keep the feet wide with the toes turning away from us here. Okay? Doing a little bit of leg work in our standing position. So arms reach up, and as we bring the arms down to kind of show our muscles here in our cactus position, we're also gonna bend the legs. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in, let it out. This is a good one to let out any anger, frustration. Okay? Help get rid of it. Nice. Bring the hands to the hips. Feet can come together. Coming back up to the top of our mat. We're back in that Tadasana mountain pose. So mountains are tall and strong. Beautiful. Other foot lifts. So we're getting that bend in the knee. Starting to make some circles. Keep that balance. Nice. Freeze. Maybe some flex and pointing of the toes and ankle rolls. And then finally finding that stillness before we take a big step back. This time, the opposite leg. So I'm just gonna turn so my back's not towards you. We are here again in our warrior, with the opposite leg in front. So lift the arms as we breathe in. As we breathe out, we reach forward. Good, breathe in. And out and forward. It's time, breathe in. And then we're gonna open the arms wide. Pivot that back foot. Nice. Looking over those front fingertips. Deep breath in and arms come up, leg straightens. Let it out, bend that front knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, keep the arms lifted. We're gonna reach up and overhead. Beautiful. Don't forget to breathe here. Sometimes we hold our breath when things are difficult. That's when we need that breathing the most. Those nice deep breaths. Bend in that front leg, bend in the front elbow. We're kind of resting, not resting so much, but just grazing that so we have a little bit of support. Reach up and over. Nice. One more breath here. Go ahead and open the arms wide, straighten the leg. Toes can kind of point just straight in front of you. Feet are wide. Hands are gonna come to the hips, or maybe you interlace the fingers behind the back, okay? Just options. We're gonna take a wide-legged forward fold. So we're taking a breath in, and we're gonna fold forward as we breathe out. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring the hands to the mat. You can bend your knees if you need to, if that feels good. Our left hand's gonna come down in line with the nose, and our right arm is gonna reach open overhead. And then we're gonna switch. So that right hand comes down, left hand lifts and opens. Good, go ahead and bring it down. Hands come back to the hips, and slowly we're gonna come up. Nice, bring those feet back together. We're gonna try one more balance pose here in our tree pose. So our left foot gets nice and stuck. The right toes can come to we call it kickstand with the toes down, the inside of the foot onto the ankle, or maybe it comes up onto the calf. And then when we feel steady, maybe we lift our arms, grow our branches. If you ever want to challenge in tree pose, close your eyes. It always makes it a little different. Ooh. And then can we come out of this just as gracefully as we got in? So bring the hands down. Bring the knee in and down. Good, and shake it out a little bit. All right, you gotta balance it out. Try the other side. Get that foot nice and rooted. Come to kickstand, or maybe lifting a little bit. Palms together. Think about pushing the palms together just as you're pushing the inside of the foot and the leg together. That helps you to keep your balance. And when you feel steady, lifting the arms, spreading the fingers wide, dropping those shoulders away from your ears. Maybe you sway your branches to play with the balance. It's yoga, but it doesn't have to be so serious. It's fun. Good, hands come down, knee comes forward. Take both feet down, shake it out. Good job. So we're gonna come down to our mats once again. We're gonna have the feet flat on the mat here, sitting up nice and tall. And we're gonna lean back just a little bit, having the hands on the backs of the hamstrings underneath the knee. And doing a little bit of work for the core. We're gonna lift one leg and then lower. And then lift the other leg and then lower. We're gonna take one arm out to the side and bring it back. Other arm goes out to the side and comes back. Now we're gonna try one leg, opposite arm. And bring them back. Other side, arm and leg. Bring it back. Both legs, bend at the knee or straighten. Bring them down, both arms. Beautiful. I think you know where we're going here this time. Last time, both arms, both legs, lift and hold. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. One more breath. Go ahead and bring the hands down. Okay, we're here. Brought the feet and the hands down. We're gonna take the legs over to one side and then back to the middle, over to the other side. Little windshield wipers with the legs. Nice job. And let's bring them out long. We're sitting up straight and tall. Beautiful. We're gonna draw one knee in, give it a little hug, help us sit up nice and straight. Then we're gonna take that leg or that foot and cross it over the extended leg. Great. Hand comes behind you, hugging the knee in for a little twist. Awesome. Then we're gonna come back forward, taking a grip of the pinky toe side of the foot and extending that leg out. And then lowering it down. Nice, shake those legs out. Try the other side. Left leg gets drawn in, sitting up nice and tall. Cross that leg over at the knee. Hug it in. Sorry, I'm turning away from you here. Nice twist of the back. And then we're gonna take the right hand to the pinky toe side of the foot and extend that leg out. And slowly lower it down. Great. Shake those legs out. Bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe the hands are on the ankles, a little butterfly pose. Get yourself nice and comfortable here. Breathe in. Maybe hinging forward a little bit as you breathe out. And coming back up to seated, extend those legs. We're going to slowly roll back onto our backs. The soles of the feet are on the mat. Hands are at our sides. Almost like we're going to be able to touch the backs of our heels, but not quite. Okay, and we can lift up into our bridge pose and slowly lower down. Take one leg up to the sky. Bring it onto the opposite knee for a figure four. So we can stay here or bring the knees toward us here. Hugging them in. Good. One more breath just like this. And then if you have the knees pulled in, go ahead and lower them. Uncross the legs, let both knees fall over to the right. Arms can open wide like a T or bend at the elbows like cactus arms. Getting a nice lying side twist. And then back up. Opposite side, so left leg lifts to the sky, bend at the knee, place it on the opposite knee for figure four. Maybe we bring those knees toward us. A little bit of a different stretch here. Either way is fine, whatever feels good today. And then go ahead and bring it down. Untangle the legs. Both knees fall over to the left this time. Arms can be in that cactus position or out to a T, stretched wide. And then come back onto your back, bring both knees in, give them a little hug, maybe rock from side to side a little bit on your low back. We've come to our final resting pose of Shavasana for our practice. We'll let both legs come out long. Before we rest, take one full body stretch, reach your arms up over your head. Reach, point your toes, get as long as you can. And then as you breathe out, let it all go. Let yourself be supported by the mat. Let go of any tension you might be feeling in your body. Allow yourself these few minutes of quiet to relax and let your brain absorb everything that you've done today. Maybe noticing anywhere that has really felt your practice today. And then slowly wiggling our fingers and toes, making some circles with those wrists and ankles. You're going to roll over to one side, a little pillow for your head with your hands, your arm. Take one more deep breath in and out, and then slowly come up to our seated position here at the top of the mat. We'll take two of those bird breaths together from the beginning. Breathe in all of that goodness, all the good stuff, and then breathe out, breathing in, and send anything away that is not your favorite. I'd like to thank you for coming to practice yoga with me today. It's been my honor to spend this time with each of you on your mats. The light in me sees and honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you, friends. I hope you join me again for some more yoga. Take care.